Brian, what is the meaning of all this?
You see, Samantha, there are 9 different kinds of weather, so please check them out.
Okay, but I don't think I can go. Wait, what the heck? Brian, are you serious? Why am I seeing some bad weather in each place?
Because people want to know what's the weather like in each place.
Zeta, what are you doing here?
I'm here to have a talk with you. Now answer my question. Why did you let your big brother Lou take Brian to see his parents?
It's because he made Elon's diarrhea get even worse 2 nights ago, so he had no choice but to take his Imodiums to get rid of it.
But that's no reason to let your big brother Lou take him to see his parents, so he can be grounded.
Exactly. Now look at more Sinram weather.
Brian, what is that? Rain? No, I don't want to go to Masinram, India. Besides, it's too rainy there.
Well, I am sorry, Samantha, but you should have thought of that before you decided to let Lou take Brian to see his parents. And you are right, Brian, Masinram, India is the wettest place on earth.
Yeah, so she must go there.
Brian and Zeta, stop it. I am not going to tell you again. Masinram, India is too wet, so I can't go.
Well, it's too late for that.
That's right. Now look at Thredbo village weather.
Now what? Snow?
For Alice.
No, not my friend Alice. Brian, please. Thredbo Village, Australia is way too cold and snowy for her.
Well, Samantha, she must go. And you were definitely right, Brian. Thredbo Village is the snowiest place in Australia.
You got it. So Alice must go there. And as for you, Samantha, look at Aswan weather.
What? Are you kidding me? Aswan, Egypt? That's too far from Canada.
We know. Now look at it.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me right now. Sunny? All day, in Aswan?
That's correct. That is the sunniest place in Egypt. This must be a perfect place for Ricardo to live.
What's going on here?
And, what are those? You see, Mr. and Mrs. Phillips, those are different kinds of weather.
Yes, but what time is it in Mazinram?
It's 7:25 p.m. And what about Thredbo Village? It's 11:55 p.m.
Oh, so it's 5 minutes before midnight, right?
That is correct. And Aswan is 4:55 p.m.
Now Samantha, look at Eureka weather.
It doesn't seem that hot.
I better check on my tablet.
Molly Hingleson and Alice Perkins. What are you both doing here?
Zeta, they are checking the weather in Eureka, Nunavut.
What? You can't be serious about that. The lowest temperature in Eureka is minus 41 degrees every February?
This is absolutely ridiculous. Minus 41 degrees is way too cold for Molly Hingleson. Oh, and I believe it's 8:56 a.m.
My God, you're quite right about that, Lou. That's 1 hour behind us. So Brian, we are not going to repeat this again. Stop complaining us about the weather, because we're not moving away.
Unfortunately, I can't. I still have more to show you. Look at Pahala weather.
What the?
Oh.
Not again.
You mean Hawaii, which is in the United States? Brian, why are you still complaining the kids about the weather?
Because it's my job, Mr. and Mrs. Phillips.
Hawaii? EP. I want to go there. It is so much fun.
Wait, Dave, are you sure you want to go to Hawaii, which is in the United States? It's too wet there.
Yes, I'm sure.
Dave, why do you look so happy all of a sudden? Absolutely not. Because 1, Hawaii, the United States is too wet for you. And 2, Brian Cuddles needs to stop complaining the kids about the weather.
What? Excuse me, Catherine, but I want to go to Hawaii because it's so much fun. and I think it's 3:57 a.m.
That's right, Catherine. Dave thinks Hawaii is so much fun, so he wants to go there.
That's right, Zeta. Okay, everyone, prepare for the 6th weather.
Oh no, here we go again.
That's right, Melody Luna. I think you are going to love living in Wellington, New Zealand.
Oh, for crying out loud. Brian, Wellington, New Zealand is way too windy for her, so she cannot go there. And besides, she might catch a cold if it starts raining.
I don't care about that. Seriously guys, Melody Luna has to go. And you are quite right about that, Brian. Wellington, New Zealand is the windiest place on earth. And I think it's 1:58 a.m.
Oh, so it's Sunday, June 18th there?
Absolutely. Well, she's still not going there.
It's too late for that. Now, prepare for 3 more weather.
No. More. Please.
I have to agree with Alice. Stop forcing us to move away, because these places are way too dangerous.
I'm sorry, but I have to do it. Now, look at Grand Bank weather.
Brian, same thing. Newfoundland and Labrador is way too windy. So we don't think Skipper wants to go there.
That's correct. Now, it's time for you to stop complaining the kids about the weather, because they do not want to move away.
Look, I already told you no, so please, mind your own business.
Hey, do not talk to Mr. and Mrs. Phillips like that. How would you feel if I do that to you? Besides, Grand Bank is 11:29 a.m., which is 90 minutes ahead of us.
Still, doesn't matter. Skipper has to go. The reason Grand Bank is a bit cooler is because this place is going to be hot on Monday.
No, Zeta, I don't want to.
Too late, Skipper. You're going there and that's final.
Exactly. Now guys, look at Yuma weather.
Alright Ryan, that is enough. Yuma, Arizona, the United States is way too hot and sunny.
Yeah, so we are afraid Zach and Heather don't want to go there, because they already improved their behaviors a year ago. Besides, they might get sunburned if they go to Yuma, Arizona. And that is not enough moisture.
That's right, so please, stop complaining us about the weather.
No, he does not. Seriously, Zach and Heather have to go. Besides, Yuma, Arizona, the United States is the zoomiest place on earth. And I think it's 7 a.m.
Absolutely correct. Now guys, look at Dubai weather, because I think Molly and Millie would like to go there.
Not again.
Please Brian, just stop it already. Dubai, the United Arab Emirates is way too hot. So Molly and Millie can't go. Also, we overheard that you threw a glass bottle at her head and caused it to bleed. Why is that?
It's because I hated her being recovered from injuries.
But that is no reason to do that.
Yeah, throwing a glass bottle at Millie's head is not okay, because that caused it to bleed. Now she's having a cast on her head for 3 more weeks until it gets all better.
And also, I think Chloe, Sophia, and Zizi have already improved their behaviors and decided to unfriend evil Chippy Boy about a week ago.
What the heck?
That's correct.
And we think Dubai, the United Arab Emirates is 6:01 p.m.
So, is it true that Dylan Thompson loves time zones?
That is correct.
Ah, I understand now. Well, I don't want the kids, including Dave, to stay here.
We're sorry, but they're going to stay.
I don't care. Now call Jan to send them to different places, because they are moving away.
Come on, we're not gonna call Jan to send them to different places. Seriously, Zeta, we just told Brian that Yuma, Arizona, the United States, and Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, are not enough moisture. And besides, Aswan, Egypt is way too hot and sunny. Wellington, New Zealand, and Grand Bank, Newfoundland and Labrador are too windy. Eureka, Nunavut, and Thredbo Village, Australia, are too cold and icy. And Pahala, Hawaii, the United States, and Mazinram, India, are too wet.
Alright, Mr. and Mrs. Phillips, stop it, that is enough. I am not going to tell you again. Call Jan to send the kids, including Dave, to different places, and that's final. For the last time, Zeta, Yuma, Arizona, the United States, Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, and Aswan, Egypt are too hot and not enough moisture. Wellington, New Zealand, and Grand Bank, Newfoundland and Labrador are too windy. Eureka, Nunavut and Thredbo Village, Australia are too cold and icy, and Kahului, Hawaii, the United States and Mazinram, India are too wet. What the? No, we're not going through this again. Please, just knock it off already. How many times do I have to tell you? Call Jan to send the kids including Dave to different places and that's the end of it. What the? No, not that again. We are not going to repeat this over and over again. Zeta, we are not going to call Jan to send them to different places, because like we told you before, Yuma, Arizona, the United States, Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, and Aswan, Egypt are too hot and not enough moisture. Wellington, New Zealand and Grand Bank, Newfoundland and Labrador are too windy. Eureka, Nunavut and Thredbo Village, Australia are too cold and icy, and Kahului, Hawaii, the United States and Mazinram, India are too wet. Mr. and Mrs. Phillips, last warning. Either you call Jan to send the kids including Dave to different places right now, or else I will tell your son to do it. Your choice.
How about no?
Right. That does it. I'm going to tell your son to call Jan to send them to different places right now.
Yeah, you two should be ashamed of yourselves for not following Zeta's instructions. And, wait a minute, Chloe, Sophia, and Zizzy, what are you three doing here?
Brian, come with us please. We are taking you to see your parents.
Yeah, you are in deep trouble now.
Brian, how could you complain the kids about the weather? First, you showed them Mazinram weather. Second, you showed them Thredbo Village weather. Third, you showed them Aswan weather. Fourth, you showed them Eureka weather. Fifth, you showed them Kahului weather. Sixth, you showed them Wellington weather. Seventh, you showed them Grand Bank weather. Eighth, you showed them Yuma weather. And last, you showed them Dubai weather. You know they are not good for the kids.
Your father is right. So just for that, you are grounded until civic holiday. When we get there, you're going straight to your room. Now come on.
Hello, this is Jan speaking. Who is this?
Hello Jan, this is Sid Phillips. I would like you to send the kids including Dave to different places, because Brian showed them the weather. And it's also because Dave loves spending time in Hawaii. Oh, one more thing, it's because Samantha let Lou take Brian to see his parents 2 nights ago.
Well, I'm sorry, but they were going to stay in Ontario. Besides, Samantha did the right thing, 'cause Brian made Dylan's diarrhea get even worse, and he had to take his Imodiums to get rid of it 2 nights ago.
Excuse me Jan, but this is serious. First, send Samantha to Mazinram, India. Second, send Alice to Thredbo Village, Australia. Third, send Ricardo to Aswan, Egypt. Fourth, send Molly Hingleson to Eureka, Nunavut. Fifth, send Dave to Kahului, Hawaii, the United States. Sixth, send Melody Luna to Wellington, New Zealand. Seventh, send Skipper to Grand Bank, Newfoundland and Labrador. Eighth, send Zach and Heather to Yuma, Arizona, the United States. Ninth, send the Lala twins to Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. Finally, return to Iqaluit, Nunavut. Okay?
Please Sid, these places are not good for the kids, including Dave. So I'm afraid they can't go.
I don't care about that. Seriously Jan, I am not going to repeat this again. First, send Samantha to Mazinram, India. Second, send Alice to Thredbo Village, Australia. Third, send Ricardo to Aswan, Egypt. Fourth, send Molly Hingleson to Eureka, Nunavut. Fifth, send Dave to Kahului, Hawaii, the United States. Sixth, send Melody Luna to Wellington, New Zealand. Seventh, send Skipper to Grand Bank, Newfoundland and Labrador. Eighth, send Zach and Heather to Yuma, Arizona, the United States. Ninth, send the Lala twins to Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. Finally, return to Iqaluit, Nunavut. Okay?
Sid, this is getting on my nerves now. I am not going to send them to different places, and that's final.
For the last time Jan, they are going to different places, because Brian showed them the weather. And it's also because Dave loves spending time in Hawaii. One more thing, it's because Samantha let Lou take Brian to see his parents 2 nights ago. So,
Sid, don't start with this. Jan is not going to send the kids, including Dave, to different places. And that's the end of it.
I agree with Zona.
excuse me, Sue and Zona, but I am almost done talking to Jan. So please let me finish. My wife and I have to agree with that. Like they said, Mazinram, Threadbow Village, Aswan, Eureka, Pahula, Wellington, Grand Bank, Yuma, and Dubai are not good for the kids, including Dave, so they can't go. Besides, Samantha did the right thing by letting her big brother Lou take Brian to see his parents, cause he made Dylan's diarrhea get even worse, and he had to take his Imodiums to get rid of it 2 nights ago. So, leave Jan alone. And like I told Sue and Zona before, I am almost done talking to Jan. So the reason you have to let me finish is because Brian showed Samantha, Alice, Ricardo, Molly, Dave, Melody, Luna, Skipper, Zach, Heather, and the Lala twins the weather. So no, I'm not gonna leave her alone until—
We don't ever want to hear about it. Samantha, Alice, Ricardo, Molly, Dave, Melody, Luna, Skipper, Zach, Heather, and the Lala twins are staying in Ontario, Canada, and that's the end of it. So,
don't even think about hanging up on me.
Oh, for crying out loud.
we cannot believe Sue, Zona, and the waiter stopped you from calling Jan to send the kids, including Dave, to different places.
I want to go to Hawaii. 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 I want to go to Hawaii.
Yes, Dave. I understand how you feel. So I'm afraid I am going to have to call the police to arrest Jen, because she refused to listen to Sid after he told her to send you along with the kids to different places.
Please, Miss Trunchbull, Jan doesn't want to go to jail. And as for you, Dave, either you stop throwing a tantrum right now, or else we're going home and you'll be punished.
Jen, you are under arrest for refusing to listen to Sid after he told you to send Samantha to Masinram, Alice to Threadbow Village, Ricardo to Aswan, Molly Hingleson to Eureka, Dave to Prahala, Melody Luna to Wellington, Skipper to Grand Bank, Zach and Heather to Yuma, and the Lala twins to Dubai. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. To the police car we go. It's jail time for you, which is until Canada Day.
Excuse me, officers, but there's no way Jan is gonna get arrested.